Let me show you all display settings that we have available on Google Pixel 11. Of course, in order to find them, we just need to go to Settings, and then here we should be able to find Display and Touch. Now, once we go to Display and Touch, then first we have the option to change the brightness level. So we can tap over here on the brightness level to open this slider where we can just move left and right to adjust the brightness of the screen. Besides that, we have the adaptive brightness, which is also known as automatic screen brightness. So you can, of course, toggle this option to decide if you want your screen to automatically adjust the brightness level depending on the environmental lighting or the lighting of the environment that you are in. There is also the enhanced HDR brightness, so you can definitely see the difference between the standard image and the HDR image. And of course, you can toggle that enhanced brightness and you can adjust the intensity of that HDR brightness. Other than that, you can also find some lock screen settings here. You can also find always on a display, which is unfortunately very simple. It's just a simple switcher that allows you to use it or not use it. And in the case of customization, there is nothing over here. We can also find the screen timeout. So essentially you can decide after what time of inactivity the display should be automatically put to sleep. There is also the option to toggle adaptive timeout, which automatically turns off the screen if you are not using your phone, and screen attention, which prevents your screen from turning off if you just keep looking at it. Besides that, we can find some appearance options like the dark theme, which of course by default is enabled on this phone, but you can switch back to the light theme if you want to. And here we have some additional options that are worth checking out if you want to, for example, create a schedule, or you can automatically apply dark theme to some of the apps that are supported over there. There is also the display size and text, so you can make the font bigger and every element of your screen bigger or smaller, of course. You can also find the bold text and outline the text option, and of course you can reset these settings over here to restore default text and display size. We also have the navigation mode, so of course you can choose the gesture or 3-button navigation. And you can also go to settings for each of these options. For example, the gesture navigation allows you to use the swipe gesture that allows you to activate Gemini. And also we can adjust the back sensitivity. And as for 3-button navigation, you can go to settings to choose the button order. So you can have the back button on the right side instead of the left side. There we go. There is also screensaver settings, so you can of course enable or disable screensaver, which is usually used when you just charge your phone. However, here we can choose when exactly we want to show screensaver, and you can choose whichever screensaver should be used. And there is also the list of additional options, and all of this actually depends on the screensaver itself, depending which one you choose. So if you choose one of these, be sure to check them out to check these settings. We have adaptive tone as well, which automatically changes the display color to apply like more warm or cool colors. This is of course based on the ambient lighting. We have colors option, which allows you to choose either natural or adaptive colors. Personally, I don't see much of a big of a difference, but if you do, then of course you can decide which one you would like to use. We have comfort filters, which allow you to activate the comfort view, which adjusts the screen color to apply like a more softer and pastel look. And night light allows you to apply this orange-ish filter, and that is going to protect your eyes, especially if you use your phone at night and if you keep looking at it at night. We have color contrast, so of course you should be able to apply the contrast on your phone if you need it. We have touch section where we can increase touch sensitivity. Over here we have 2 options that allow us to do so. We can also do touch diagnostics if you feel like there's something wrong with the display. If it's not as responsive as previously, then of course you can perform one of these tests to see if there's anything wrong. We can also find the automatic screen rotation option, and over here you can also toggle face detection. And we have the smooth display, which allows you to use up to 120 Hz refresh rate for your display. And if you turn it off, you will use up to 60. That's pretty much it. Leave a like and subscribe.